Hi, and welcome to Robert's DIY Western United States Helper Tour. My goal is to help people on the western half of the United States. If you're in the Mountain Time Zone or the Pacific Time Zone, contact me to see if I can help you with your DIY needs. Kicking off the day, I'm going to start it out down at the shop, checking this head, this spare head that I pulled from that S70. I also going to pull that oil pan, see if I can go to Junkyard and get that swapped out. I'm planning to leave tomorrow, heading into Arizona. However, we're having some, I don't know, possibly serious health issues with Mom. She's trying to find out tomorrow if she's going to have some kind of surgery soon. That will probably shorten or interrupt my trip. So I'm going to go through my contacts and leads today to find all my Arizona and far Southern California contacts to get with you and confirm our meeting over the next few days. I have a couple of license plate bolts Buster Brown gave me. He said they are official Volvo license plate bolts. He seen I was missing a couple on the donor car. Installed those. I'm also down at the shop. I'm going to vacuum test that head, and I stopped by that place to get a couple more bolts for this engine stand. The couple that I had did not screw into the engine, but the bottom part of the engine has bolts that went into the transmission. So let me see if these fit so I can secure that and then pressure test this head. Those are the bolts that go through the arms that come off. As you can see, I have the hardware facing out away from the engine so that I can see if they start coming loose. Now the top bolts were the ones I initially got. The bottom bolts are the ones I just picked up from the hardware store, so it's all together. I actually put this lower bolt in the oil pan, and I want to remove this oil pan, so I'm going to move that up to this position and re-secure it there. Hopefully those nuts are long enough. They look like they are. Alright, I'm taking this oil pan off because it has a hole in it there, probably from that car accident, and that's how your bolts lie. The ones along the right and left sides are the same. The aft ones are 4 long ones. The forward ones are 3 semi-long ones. The head I pulled from the salvage yard, we're going to fire up the vacuum pump, see if we can pull 20 HGs vacuum. Here's the oil pan off of the engine that I purchased. As you can see, it has tarnished but very little sludge. This is actually sludge, but it has very little of that, and it's like even down in the bottom of the pan, most of that is clean. The car is 18 years old and it's got a lot of miles on it. That's part of the PCV port there. So these cars could run very clean. Inside, they shouldn't be building up sludge. That's the inside of the pan where it took the hit when it was in an accident. So that's probably the extent of the accident damage. And you can see the chunk of it dented there. So my luck ran out with the salvage yard. They would not take that oil pan back. So I'll probably JB weld that thing when I put it back on the car. So I'm coming out here now, checking on parts for a couple of people. Hopefully I'll find what I'm looking for. Got another Volvo on deck. Probably come out tomorrow. I won't be here. Anyway, if you need some parts off of it, maybe it'll be here in a week when I get back. I was coming out here to get this ignition because the shear bolts weren't sheared off and somebody sheared one of them off. Anyway, so much for that. Carpet's gone, so I gotta look for carpet in another vehicle as well. If I had to guess, I would say Buster Brown has this carpet out somewhere. So I'm gonna check a few vehicles, see if I can find the carpet. Somebody asked me where the fuel pump was on the P2 cars. Looks like it's under the passenger side rear seat. Here's a big panel here, and there's the access to the sending unit. Should be nice and easy to pull that out. I'm going to look for this carpet, so I'm going to check a few rows looking for the carpet from this vehicle, see if Buster Brown hid it somewhere. I think I found where Buster Brown hid a couple wheels for me. Now I need to find where he hid that carpet. I looked in 4 rows, did not see that carpet. Personally, I think hiding carpet in the junkyard is useless because people are constantly looking for floor mats and carpet and stuff like that to lay on as they get under vehicles. So I'm going to check another section, another 4 rows, and that'll be it. I'm going to quit looking for this carpet. Here's the engine I pulled out of that C70. It had a timing belt about, looks like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, probably 30,000 miles ago, maybe 40. So timing belt needing to be done is suspect. However, the oil pan was punctured, so we went ahead and pulled the oil pan off of the car. Now, if you have low oil pressure warning, that's something you need to get taken care of as soon as possible, because low oil pressure actually can starve the engine of oil, of course. And the most common problem is not that the oil pump has gone out, but that the pickup seals have deteriorated and need to be replaced. The engine actually faces the passenger side. It's a trans-mount engine, and on the passenger side is cylinder 1 and all your timing components, which is what we're looking at. This is the courier on the back of the engine that holds the axle. That's the mount receiver there. And I have taken the oil pan off of this vehicle. Now, to get the oil pan off, you have all of the bolts that come out the bottom, and you have your power steering lines that are in the way. Best way to deal with the power steering lines is take the bracket loose from the back of the engine close to the firewall, the other side of the engine close to the bumper, and pull those lines toward the driver's side of the car out of the way so you can drop the pan. You pull all the bolts out of the pan, and the pan does not have a gasket. You need to seal the pan with anaerobic sealant, much like you do the top cam cover. On this particular vehicle, which is a T5 between 94, say, to 98, these are the 2 seals that need to be replaced if they go bad. That green one there and that green one there. Those 2 seals control the oil pickup, and sometimes those seals get old, they get hard, and they crack. When they crack, they allow air to be sucked around the seal and allow air to be sucked up with the oil, which causes the low oil pressure condition. It's the action of air being sucked in with the oil, creating a low oil pressure. Sometimes, if that low oil pressure condition is present, you can come up to the top of the engine, open up the oil cap, look down into the top of the engine, and see that the oil is frothy, which means it'll have a lot of air in it, like it's aerated. So you do not want to be running your engine when it's sucking up that air, because it's not pumping solid oil, it's sucking up air with it. This right here is your oil pressure sensor. This right here is the bottom connection of your PCV. That's the top connection. And when I look here, that actually looks pretty clear. I can verify that here. And this is your oil pickup. Sometimes when you knock the dirt out of your PCV system, it falls down in the oil pan, and then you run the risk of your oil pickup sucking up that dirt. So you want to make sure that that oil pickup screen is not clogged with debris. Now, the only reason why you really need to take the oil pan all the way off is because you got to clean these surfaces up so that your anaerobic sealant will make it seal, clean the oil pan out. Make sure you don't have any stuff in there, and make sure that screen is not clogged. As you can see, there's a little bit of debris on it. Change these seals, seal this thing back up, and you should be good to go. When I put this oil pan back on, I'll make a video for you. Got a couple of boxes in. The first box is our superfood shipment. There it is. Let me check, see what's in this second box. Not sure what this is. Palm Beach Motoring Group or something other. And I don't remember ordering anything, but let's see if it's something that maybe I ordered and forgot about. Auto Geek, your car wax superstore. Uh-oh. High temp paste wax, big white. Not sure where I got this from, but heck, we'll have to research it and test it on the vehicle somewhere. So, here we go. Alright, this BWM 101 high temps paste wax says it's good for marine, aircraft, automobile finishes. It has directions. Caution, contains solvent. What? Anyway, you have your dangers here. I don't quite understand this. Flammable solid. Causes skin irritation. Causes serious eye irritation. Harmful if inhaled. Causes damage to organs through prolonged and repeated exposure. Harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. I guess this is some wax I'm going to have to get Buster Brown to put on the car. No. So, at any rate, watch out for the cautions. Oh my gosh, my wife wants to throw it in the dumpster. Precautionary statement. Keep away from heat, sparks, open flame, hot surfaces, no smoking. That's Buster Brown. You can answer it or hit ignore. Bond ground container and receive equipment. Use explosive proof electrical stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Do not breathe dust, fumes, gas, mist, vaporous spray. Wear protective gloves, protective clothing. I need a hazmat suit to use this stuff. Anyway, let me go ahead and see if Buster Brown will put this on for me. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.